ever lower your prices just to avoid the discomfort of someone saying no? You think it's safer, that it keeps the client, keeps the peace. But the reality, undercharging isn't protection. It's self-betrayal, and it's keeping you undervalued, underpaid, and unseen. Welcome back, friends. I'm Sandy Bartlett, and this is Journey to Self, Power Beyond People Pleasing. This is the final episode in our entrepreneur series on people pleasing in business. Over the past few weeks, we've uncovered how silence steals your power, how apologizing for your prices shrinks your worth, how boundaries magnetize respect, and how overwork drains your growth. And today, we're ending with one of the sneakiest patterns of all, undercharging to avoid conflict. If you missed the earlier episodes, I encourage you to go back and listen to the full series because together they create a roadmap for shifting from pleasing to power in your business. For today's intuitive moment, the card is wind. Wind carries the whispers of spirit, a reminder that unseen forces are always moving around us, clearing what no longer belongs and ushering in what's meant to arrive. Just like the air we breathe, it's invisible, yet essential. Wind asks us to notice where we've been clinging to control and instead allow fresh currents to move through our lives. Sometimes it shows up as a gentle breeze, nudging us toward change. Other times it roars like a storm, shaking loose what we've resisted letting go. As we step into today's conversation about undercharging, wind reminds us your value doesn't need to be forced or justified. It needs room to breathe. Trust that when you stand in your worth, the right clients, the ones aligned with your truth, will be carried to you. I'll never forget the first time I dropped my price before the client even asked. She hesitated for a half a second, and instantly my stomach did a flip-flop. Before she could say a word, I blurted, "We can work something out. I'll take a little off." She hadn't even asked. That wasn't her. That was me avoiding conflict. That moment brought back so many echoes from my past. Growing up, conflict felt dangerous. In my marriage, I smoothed everything over, thinking it kept the peace. But all it really did was bury my truth. And in business, that same pattern showed up as undercharging. Here's what I learned. Every time I lowered my price to avoid tension, I wasn't protecting the client relationship. I was teaching myself that my worth was negotiable. Each people pleaser persona has its own flavor of undercharging. Caretakers cut rates so clients won't feel burdened. Chameleons shift their price depending on who's in front of them. Performers believe they have to overwork before they've earned higher rates. Peacemakers undercharge immediately just to avoid the possibility of pushback. And ghosts dodge the money talk altogether until the client corners them. But none of those are really you. They're old survival strategies, and they're costing you not just money, but the confidence that comes from standing fully in your worth. For your inner reflection, take a breath and ask yourself, where are you shrinking your prices to feel safe? What would it feel like to state your aligned rate calmly, without apology, without explanation, and simply let it stand? Our whispers of wisdom is from Anonymous. Don't bargain down your dreams to fit someone else's budget. When you honor your worth, you give others permission to do the same. This week for your empowerment action, I want you to choose one offer And practice stating the full aligned price out loud. No discount, no cushion, just the truth. You can practice it with a friend, you can practice it in the mirror. Let your body feel the strength of holding your price without flinching, because every time you do, you build the muscle of worth. And the more you stand in that worth, the more you'll attract clients who value it too. Undercharging might feel like it keeps you safe, but really, it keeps you small. Standing in your worth is not just about money, it's about truth, alignment, and honoring the value of what you bring. This wraps up our entrepreneur series. If you haven't listened to episodes 40 through 44, go back and catch the full journey. Each one gives you a piece of the puzzle for shifting from people pleasing to power in your business. And until next time, be true to you.